Let's get this.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's call. I'm super excited. We have a very special guest on here, and I'm co-hosted tonight with the gorgeous Yolandé Koupis. We're on here tonight, and as partner counsel, we're going to present tonight some exciting future nuggets, news, whatever you want to call it. We're going to discuss it tonight because, and I have a saying that says, you know what, if you want momentum, you've got to prepare for it, because when the opportunity comes, you're ready. So welcome to Nell, also on our from our corporate side. She's on our call. Always honored to have you on the call. But Yolandé, are you as excited as I am?
Nick, my friend, I am super excited. And you know what? I just realized once again today that if you're in this business for the right reason, if you really do focus on the potential that you carry in your hands to connect with people and to help them transform, not just a healthier life, but also a wealthier life, there's a certain type of fire that ignites inside of you, and you just know that you are in this business not just to make generational wealth, but also to really reach out and to help people achieve a healthier lifestyle. And you know what, Dr. Kristal, Vance, I know your wording is always so insanely perfect, but Nick will introduce you to the crowd just now. But you know, you operate your business as well, just purely from your heart. You've got an amazing testimony. You've got a journey with all the products. You have the privilege to have tried the Hero range. You know everything that there is possible to know about Partner Co. And you are just an amazing person. But she sells with her heart, people. This person reaches out to people, to real people, and to serve them, to help them, to better them, not just to make a transaction. So, Nick, before I continue with that,
Yolandé,
it's your turn. The beautiful Dr. Kristal Vance.
Absolutely. So I want to tell a story. I want to tell you a story. You know, when Oryx converted to New Age and all that was going on there, 2-3 years ago, whatever it is, me in South Africa was involved in my previous company. We also merged in and whatever, and I was trying to get my inroads and discovering and seeing now what is this New Age Oryx all about. And I was on the Zooms there, and I started meeting all the top leaders in the US, Todd and Chris and Brent Palmer and Tammy and everybody and Kristal. And Dr. Kristal and I, you know, we've never met. Just like, you know what, the beauty of this business, the beauty of a Zoom is you don't need to meet. You know what, strangers become friends and friends become family. So for me, pick up the phone or message, hello, Dr. Kristal, I need help, blah, 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 whatever. It's there. And that's the beauty of our business. And, you know, I was always amazed at Dr. Kristal Vance's transformation story, but she'll tell you about that story. And you know, and the success in your business, if you want to make a success in your business, is you got to get to know your business, get to know the people, get to know their stories, because they have stories. And we here in Africa, yes, we have over 50 products, and here in Africa, here in South Africa, we have a little portion of that. But that is because we are launching. Let's call it that. We are still launching here in Africa, be it South Africa, Southern Africa, or Nigeria. We are still launching. So we started with 4 hero products. In fact, no, we started with the overseas products and bringing them in under not for resale. And then we launched and everything became formal, and we started with a hero brand. Amazing. Last year, November, we launched the Noni, the Tahitian Noni juice, which is an absolute bomber, and now as partner counsel, which we were never there, as partner counsel, and that's the beauty about partner. You have a partners council, and the partners council talk to corporate, and we voice what we want as Africans, what we want, what we need. Yes, we have the rand versus the dollar, but that doesn't matter. We have the hero brand for those that want the hero brand. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's those that want the other products, which Dr. Kristal is going to tell us about tonight. So the good news is it's in the process, guys. It's in the process. And that is the joy of building a continent, a country. You have to go through the highs and the lows, the crying and the laughing, the he said, she said, he said. All of that, that's just part of the fun. Part of the fun. Everybody on this call here today, you're on different teams. That's fine. That's how we work here. You know what? You've got to be a servant leader. You've got to be a servant leader, because with servant leadership, gratitude, you will get places. You have to be a servant leader and be grateful for what you got. So without further ado, my honor, and I'm very honored, with my friend, Dr. Kristal Vance. Thank you so much for agreeing to come on with us. I just want to recognize Tammy Malpe. She's also on the call. Welcome to the call, Tam. But Kristal, take it away. It's yours.
Oh, well, hello, South Africa. I am so happy to be here. You guys, what you have your hands on and where and the opportunity that is coming to you is it's something that as a business owner you hope for. You dream of being on the front end of something that goes boom. And you know, sometimes we hear that and we think, I've heard that. I know it's coming. And it's sort of like when you're walking up a mountain and you're on a trail and you're like, I'm getting to the top. And it's like, even though the closer you're getting to the top, it seems like it's getting further away. And you're like, this journey is taking a lot longer than I anticipated. But when you sell out to the process of the journey, you just know that eventually the top arrives.
That's right.
And
right.
There is nothing better than living peak to peak. But if you were standing on top of the mountain, how are you getting over to that other peak? Well, we could be full of so much energy and excitement that we literally lift off and fly. And that's what I'm hoping to see happen for South Africa, because it is what we are beginning to experience here in the USA. And my journey did not start up here. My journey started from one peak, and we did not lift off and fly. In fact, we rolled downhill a little bit, and it's okay. We got dusted the dirt off and we stood back up. That's part of anything. I think it's character building. I think it's integrity showing. A lot is revealed in who you are and who you are meant to be when you go through some adversity. And so that really sums up my transformation story here as well. And so I do have doctor in front of my name. I practiced in private practice for over 20 years. I still have my licenses in Wyoming and in Florida. I could be seeing patients on a daily basis if I chose to. But there's something about being locked in an office. And for those of you who work inside of a building where you show up when it's dark and you go home when it's dark, man, do I get it. That was me. I was doing that. And I lived for my holidays. I lived for my vacations. I chased the sun. Wherever the sun was going, no matter the season, I was going to find it. And something changed in me. I was like, why am I settling to only do this on the holidays? why am I only doing this on the weekends? Like, I need to create a couple more ways of creating some extra income. But at the same time, my health was a mess because I was putting everybody ahead of me. My job, even though I owned it, I just bought myself a job. Just so you know, that's what being a small business owner means. You now have a lot more on the line and a lot more responsibilities, and every employee that you bring on is a new headache. You love them, but they're a new headache. And my health got out of control. And I found myself over 300 pounds. I just have to like be real. I stopped weighing because I did not want to know what that was. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to face the fact that I had let myself get to this point. I thought of myself as an athlete, which is funny because I wasn't doing one thing an athlete does. But I was out of control. And so I had done everything. I had done every diet. I had done every restrictive eating. I even had surgery. And I haven't talked a whole lot about that, but I had a surgery to remove a portion of my stomach so that I would lose weight. And here's the thing. If your mind isn't right, it's not going to make a difference what you do. It doesn't matter. And that goes for business. If you don't get your mind right, it's not going to make a difference. And I got my mind right finally when it came to my health. And I stopped chasing what the number was on the scale. And I started doing one healthy step after another. And that led me here where I am today with you guys. I started focusing on eating healthy. I started focusing on getting good nutrition, good supplementation, balancing out and getting rid of the toxic relationships, focusing on a lot of different things. But I also knew that there were nutritional tools and supplements that I could use to help me. And that's when I found these little guys. And this right here is a part of what is going crazy here in the States. And one of the reasons it's going crazy is because there's an alternative in the medical world. It's a pharmaceutical. It's an injection that is used for diabetics. And I understand why people are going and getting them, but they come with black labels, which is scary. That means that you could make life-altering decisions because they cloud how your brain fires. They come with lots of side effects. Long-term, even after you stop using the injections, you can have some side effects that don't go away. And so there's a lot of people who are using these, even though they're not diabetic, they want to get that scale in the right direction. And I know what they're thinking. I was there. I cut my stomach apart. I was willing to do whatever it took to get that weight off, to get healthy. I thought I was getting healthy by losing weight. I had it backwards. I needed to get healthy. And then the weight was the side effect, that it would drop. And so when I started utilizing these tools that we have here, I did it. You guys, I dropped 160 pounds. Is that like 70 some kilos?
86. 86.
86. Oh, I love it. I love big numbers. All right.
86
So
kilos.
80.
Wow.
I got rid of that. So you guys, these helped me do that. Eating right helped me do it, but there was strategy to the eating, and we teach that here. We teach how to be healthy. And by eating a specific way, we begin to get results. And the results are we bring our bodies back into balance, especially our hormones. Now, you have the same ability to do that with the Hero product line. You can get healthy with Tahitian noni juice. You guys have in South Africa so many amazing nutritional tools there, but I'm looking forward to some new ones for you guys. Okay, so we know that there is exciting things in the future for you. And we're pretty sure one of those is the tool that I used to get this side effect of weight loss and get these hormones balanced and get the body balanced. Is that fair to say, you two?
Absolutely. So let me just interject there, Dr. Kristal. So just for everybody on the call and those watching the recording. So what we busy doing in the background for all to know is we are in the process of getting clearance to bring the Slenderiiz drops into South Africa. In other words, to get permission or to be able to order them via the Europe depot in the Netherlands into South Africa under a not for resale way, whatever it's called, NFR. So we used to do that. Just to give everybody a background here on the call here tonight, and also those watching the recording. Before the official launch, there we go, Yolandé. Yolande's showing it there. We used to do that. We used to bring in the Slenderiiz drops. We used to bring in the moa. We used to bring in a lot more under the NFR brand or label, which is not for resale. So hence, Dr. Kristal's on the call here tonight to talk about the Slenderiiz drops, because in the US at the moment, they are on one seriously vicious Slenderiiz drops drive on the one side, and there's a no-knee drive going on the other side. But we'll talk the Slenderiiz tonight. So, Dr. Kristal, you know, I'm amazed at the boards. You know, I watched your recording, and that's another thing, guys. Watch the recordings that we post of the Zoom calls that they have there, because we have the advantage here. They trial run it for us. We just perfected this side. So they think they're doing well there until we start. Then we'll teach them how it's going. So I just needed to say that, Dr. Kristal, you can carry on.
Do you mind if I share my screen? I want to show you guys a little bit of what we have happening over here. All right. So this is something that we're going to be able to create like a presentation that you can either do in a launch party with someone or a launch Zoom party with someone. But we'll be able to get this pitch deck to anybody, okay? And or you can take this and modify it and make it your own. But our company is in now it's over 56 countries, health and wellness all over the world. We have over 150 different product SKUs. But what I want you to know in South Africa is when that NFR happens, there's a lot more than Slenderiiz, I should say, that is going to become available.
Oh, yes.
That should excite you, okay? But every single one of our products is vetted and gone through by a scientific advisory board. This is doctors leading the way with nutrition and supplements like never before. And it's unique to what we have here at Partner Co. These drops have gone through clinical testing. We know how good they are. They're all natural. They are very effective. They are stimulant and hormone free. That's important. We're going to help people by eating healthy food. Here in the United States, that's hard to get people to realize that they eat terrible. You guys are a lot better over there, but we're talking lean meats and veggies and fruit and healthy fats. To here, I always say it's like how our grandparents used to eat. Okay, it's back to the basics. And then you start to see results like this. Someone in full-blown menopause who got rid of her hot flashes and her belly fat is melting away. And she's like, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping so much better. And yeah, there's my pictures. If you guys needed to see that before and after, that's the last time I let someone take a photo because I wasn't going to allow it to happen any longer. But I was extremely unhealthy. You can see that. Life's changed a lot. More importantly, I've kept it off for 4 years. So it's one thing to release it. It's another to keep it off. And it has not been hard to keep it off, which is even better. So I love it. I love my healthy life. It doesn't matter how old or young you are. It also, this is more than weight loss. Weight loss is just one piece. There's lots of thin, skinny people whose hormones are a disaster. Okay, whose bodies are not balanced, whose A1C are 9.3, and they start balancing with these drops, and their body starts functioning and working like it should, and it drops, and their doctors go, you don't need this medication any longer because your body's working. Men, women, these are both type 2 diabetics that have been taken off their medications because their bodies are healing. This one I love because she talks about the fact that yes, she had all of these changes, increased libido, no night sweats. She lost the 10 pounds she couldn't get off, but she doesn't want coffee. She's not craving sugar. She's not even craving her wine. Why? Because a lot of those like cravings are coming from the imbalance in our body. And when we bring balance, we restore and get rid of those unhealthy cravings. 16 pounds in 4 weeks. That big changes in a short amount of time, because most of the time it's inflammation. It's not fat. You don't gain 5 pounds of fat in a week. You gain 5 pounds of inflammation in a week. So let's get it off. We've got the tools. People who've tried everything, having success, feeling better, being a better version of themselves. People who are grinding at the gym, spending the time they should be with their kids, with their family, all in the name of a skinny waistline. And they could simply add these in with their meals and at night before they go to bed, and they would be different. Look at this transformation in 90 days. Actually, I think this is 60 days. It's visceral fat. It's the fat from around your organs that this hits. It's the unhealthy fat in our body. So you literally burn it from the inside out. 2 weeks. This is 2 weeks results for these two. What I want you to do is look at this picture at his sides, our little love handles, we call them, or muffin top. Come over here to this one in 2 weeks. Look at the V that's coming back. This is a heart attack in the making. This is a stud in the making. I am so excited for these guys. You guys, again, 10 pounds, it's just as important as 100. But what we know is that you can get balanced and you can get your body working for you. And so that right there, that little explanation is what we do here. We let people see real results with real people And then we add them to a group, a community who's talking nothing but, and you guys are more than welcome to join that group. You're more than welcome to start your own. If you want to join it now, you're more than welcome. It's Circle of Health there on Facebook. We don't talk any business in there. If you post something about business, don't be offended. I'm deleting it. This is a safe place for our friends, our family, our acquaintances who are wanting change in their health to come in and us to drip success and hope and tips on them until they're ready to take the step for themselves. And when you create that momentum where it's just people helping people, then it just makes sense to save money. It makes sense to share it with your friends. And here, when we shop and we share, we create residual income. And that's what we are all looking for. And that's what is on the doorsteps of South Africa. And I'm going to do it with you. And I know these two will do it without you if they have to. So now is the time to get ready to run, because this is coming. This is coming.
So I just want to say something, absolutely. You know what? I'm so excited because if I want to take everybody back 2 years, we had teams of thousands. We had teams of thousands. Now, if you're watching this recording and you were part of the team, I urge you, I'm going to make a call of action tonight, today, whenever you're watching this. Come back. Come back. We want you back because it's a different game. It's a different game and there's different players. So those that are in the ring, you're in the ring. Those that are sitting in the audience, get in the ring, because what's about to happen is going to rock Africa. We are going supersonic, and I am super excited. Super excited. Between Yolandé, Henry, and myself, we have taken a decision. Come low or high water, we are going ballistic. So we want everybody on. We want to leave nobody behind. We've got the support. We've got the support. We know where we are. We're not 2 years or 3 years behind or back. We are here today. Okay? We didn't come this far to come this far. Right? So Dr. Kristal, amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Just in short form, hold on. In short form, I want you to just give us some examples of the volume that the people are doing there with yourself and Ashley Paulson put this board thing together. Now, I urge everybody to download in your app stores or your whatever the other one's called, your Google Play or whatever. It's called Boards. Now, download that app, and there's a specific script that's been written by Dr. Kristal and Ashley, and everybody in the US is following the script, and it's producing serious results. Just take us through in short there, Dr. Kristal, what is going on? How much money are they making?
Before I log off, I'll make sure to put the link in the chat here for Boards, okay, so that you guys can get it. All right, so I want you to listen here. Thousands of people were a part of my team. And things went a little, right? Ebbs and flows of business. And I went after and I tried to excite them and bring them back. And there was always the key ones that I always went to and said, no, come on. I want you to know that I haven't had to go to any of them. They're coming to us because they see it happening. And now that's like fear of missing out. So none of your seed was cast on unfertile soil. Every bit of that seed that is supposed to bear fruit will. but you have to fertilize it. You have to water it, and it will produce fruit. Okay, we're claiming that right now. Okay. With that being said, I have people who go, and we have a social launch. Thanks, Yolandé. We have a social launch that's in there. It says Slenderiiz System of Growth. When you click on that, it says social launch. And as of today, there's 5 days. Now, don't start this yet, because it's meant that by day 3, those people have been attracted to what you're posting. It's called attraction marketing. The scripts are worded a specific way, and we might have to change them for South Africa a little bit for what you guys respond to. But they're specific to lead people to ask the right question so that it takes them to the next response. Okay. So we have 5 days in there. You post the picture, you post the text that's with the picture. And you do it at 9 a.m. in the morning and 3 p.m. in the morning. Why? Because research says that those are the top 2 times that you want advertising going past people on social media. So I want you as a business owner to act like you have a TV show and it's prime time, the morning show and the evening show. And you're going to make sure that people see your advertisement. Well, here we don't advertise because people don't want to be sold to, but they want to buy. So you're just going to put the thought out there, and you're going to let them think and be attracted to it. You guys, it works. I have people who have been here for 5 years, and they have not had but 2 or 3 customers, and it's like their grandma. And nobody will buy from them. They post all the time. They're the most incredible business people. They own companies, and no one will purchase from them. And they trusted, and they started posting these posts. The last week, he sold 20 boxes of drops. Now, they're not just boxes of drops, because we know how to communicate with them over the next 3 weeks. There's a script that goes out on week 1 to check in with them, a script for week 2. And on week 3, you're asking them if they would like savings. Not only would they like to buy the drops again, but would you like to shop and save? And then the question is, would it make sense to share this with other people and create a little bit of income? And they either say yes or no. So this leads you, this one little drop leads you to a lead that then leads you to a potential business partner. In the Florida area, we have a woman who took this. She is not some amazing, wow, you wouldn't have looked at her coming in here day 1 and been like, oh my gosh. But she took this and she started talking about it on TikTok. She wanted to lose 10 pounds. She started doing similar posts to these. In the last 6 months, she's created, from never doing this ever before, not one customer, not one team member, she's created over $75,000 in profit in the last 6 months. She has qualified herself for the Tahiti trip paid for by corporate. She has a team of thousands of people, and they all want to be a part of it. It ignited the United States, And now it's happening everywhere. My own personal, I want to talk from what it happened for myself. Last week, I'm not too prideful to not go post those posts. I post those posts. Last week, I sold 20 boxes of drops myself. I made over $2,000 in profit off of selling the boxes. And my commissions check was 3 times more than it was the previous month, same week. This is over a 6-week period. So see, once it starts to roll, you can't stop it. But you got to push that. You got to push it to get it to rolling. You have to not reinvent the wheel. You have to listen to what these leaders are going to teach you. And then you go all in. Do not miss this.
Yeah, absolutely. And I agree. You know, so for all the South Africans and Africans watching this on the call or watching the recording, my appeal to all of you is it's real. Number one. Number two, there's no difference between the Americans and the South Africans. We're all humans. The only difference is you. The only difference is you. So Slenderiiz is coming. I want everybody to just hang fire, just wait. It's busy happening in the background. Tonight's call, the purpose of tonight's call is to just get you excited, tell you what's coming. There's a lot more coming. But Slenderiiz is the ace. Slenderiiz is the ace. You have Dr. Kristal Vance on the call here. She's telling you what's going on. That's the advantage. $2,000 is equivalent to close to 40,000 Rand.
A week. In a week.
A week, yes. Now, what can you buy for 40,000 Rand? Right, number one. Number two, if you're saying to yourself, but I can't sell, you don't have to. Dr. Kristal has told you, it's done for you. It's done for all of us. It's worked out. We will tweak it. We will tweak it between Yolandé, myself, and Andre. We will tweak it to make it compatible for our market. Yes, no problem, because we in rands, America's in dollars, America's in pounds, we in kilograms. We'll fix that. But I want you now to think about what you've just heard, to follow Yolandé's Facebook page, to follow my Facebook page and Andre's Facebook page and Dr. Kristal and a lot of the Americans, Tammy, watch what they're doing. Watch what and copy and paste. You're allowed to copy and paste. That's what you've got to do, because people will start asking you and you start creating the excitement until the product's here. You know, the last thing we want to do is say, yes, we've got the Slenderiiz. We'll say we don't want to create false hopes. We don't want to promise and we can't deliver. We don't want to do that. What we want to do is create the excitement, make the people aware. The same with Tahitian noni juice. It's a great product as well. And, you know, we are blessed on the African continent to have this product. They cannot get it at a Clicks or Dis-Chem or another health store. They can't. They can only get it from us. And that's why when an opportunity comes, prepare for it. Because when the gates open and head office, corporate, and now and Blessing and all the team says it's a go, then you can start. Then you can start. And I'm super, super excited about this whole thing. Yolandé?
Same as you, Nick. I just want to, look, listening to Dr. Kristal Vance just blows my mind the whole time. But you listen to the excitement and to just the genuineness of this woman on our screen. But you know, Nick and I and Henri and a couple of our other brand partners had the privilege to be able to consume the global product for a big period of time. And, you know, when we sold it in South Africa, we had phenomenal testimonies and transformations on our own. And, you know, not to stand over the hero brand, you know, each and every single product that was, you know, formulated and put together by our company was designed in such a way to heal you from the inside out. So whatever product you're ever going to buy from any person that is part of Partner Co will always be a proud product that will make sure that regardless, you know, even if we're not allowed to say that we can treat, diagnose, or cure, our product was designed to be harmless to the human body. And that is what's so amazing. And when you know, there's a lot of people that will say to you, you're just in a network marketing company, it's a pyramid scheme, you're just trying to sell your product. Don't even waste time on those people, because they will soon see, if they do follow you on social media, what is actually happening. And it's like what Dr. Kristal Vance said, you know, people don't like to be sold to, they like to have what other people have. So if you can show them actually how people's lives can change, then, you know, it is for the better cause. But I just want to say from my side, I know that we've kept everybody for 45 minutes already. Dr. Kristal Vance, Nick Papas, my upline, Tammy Malpi, Melchizedek. It's just so amazing to be connected globally. And Nick reached out to you and he arranged this awesome call with you tonight. And he's just a phenomenal leader in the Africa market. And we are just forever grateful that we can be partnered with him, with you, and with everybody. And it's time for us to change and transform people's lives. Love you all. It's better together. And that is why.
Handshake. Don't wait, we got this one now.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. That's the one. Dr. Kristal, thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining. That's our story, and we're sticking to it. We'll see you soon. Watch out for the big announcement. Thanks, Dr. Kristal. Thanks, Tammy. Thanks, Nell. Take care. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye.
team. Good evening. Bye.
Stay for South Africa tomorrow. Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.